Good morning, everyone. This is the second lesson that we learn how to solve a quadratic equation using the formula. In our first lesson, we have learned how to find the coefficients of the different variables. Today I'm going to recap with you how we are going to use the formula to find the solutions to the quadratic equation, and after that I'm going to teach you how to use the calculator to look for the answer. Let's look at the questions today. Solve the following quadratic equation, leaving your answers correct to 3 significant figures. In the first lesson, we learned how to find the coefficient of x squared, the coefficient of x, and identify the constant term. So this is obviously a quadratic equation because the highest power for the variable is 2. So what I can do now is I will highlight the different coefficient. So the coefficient for x squared in this case is 2. The coefficient of x is 7. And we have the constant 3. Alright, so we write down A is equals to 2, B is equals to 7, and C is equals to 3. Based on the formula, we know that x is equals to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Usually what I will do, if you want, you can actually follow me. I will write down, and those variable, I will just leave it as a bracket first. So we have b squared, so for the b, I put a bracket first. A, I put a bracket, and C, I put a bracket. And I divided by 2 and a bracket. So I have actually changed all my variables in the formula. It becomes a bracket. And we know that A is actually equals to 2. So we look at the formula. This is actually your A. And this is actually your A. So your B is 7. So this bracket belongs to B. This is B. So we just need to actually compare. Where is your A, B, and C? And this is your C. So I have a C here. So now we just need to fill in the blanks. The one in orange is your B. So I put a 7. I put a 7. The yellow one is 2. And the pink one is 3. So in our first lesson, we have learned how to actually find the 2 solutions for your x. Today I'm going to teach you how to use a calculator, which is actually so much easier. But do remember, this step is necessary, because you need to show the working to make to show the marker that you actually understand how to substitute. Take out your calculator. Let me zoom in first. In your calculator, there is actually a function, called the quadratic equation. How do you call out this function? Look for the mode button. Press the mode button. In my calculator, you notice that number 3 is equation, so I press 3. So you look at this one. This is a quadratic equation, so I'm doing quadratic equation now, so I press 2. So now I just need to key in my values. So in this case, my A is 2, so I press 2, press the equal. it will jump to B. Okay, so your B is 7, so I press 7. I press the equal again, and my C is 3. I press equal. Okay, so the calculator actually shows us two values. The first value is negative 0.5, and the second value is negative 3. Okay, so the answer to these questions is x is equals to negative 0.5 or x is equals to negative 3. Okay, so let's see whether it is correct or not. Okay, we can actually substitute back. Okay, we can substitute back into our questions. Okay, for x equals to negative 0.5 and x equals to negative 3. Okay, to check whether it will equates to 0. Okay, so let's do a quick one. So we have 2, okay, the variable, usually I put a bracket again, plus 7 plus 3. Okay, so I let my x be negative 0.5. So I put negative 0.5, negative 0.5. Okay, so using a calculator to help me. Okay, let me change back to normal mode. 2 bracket negative 0.5 close bracket square plus 7 bracket negative 0.5 close bracket plus 3. I press equal. Yes, it does give us a 0. Okay, so negative 0.5 is correct. Okay, let's look at the other one. When x equals to negative 3, what happened? So same thing, 2 bracket square plus 7 bracket plus 3. Okay, so I will just put negative 3 into my bracket. Okay, again, I use a calculator to check. 2 bracket negative 3 square plus 7 bracket negative 3 plus 3. Oh, again, it gives us a 0. Okay, so both my answer is actually correct. Okay, so with the help of the calculator, you can actually solve the quadratic equations actually quite easily. Alright, thank you.